dog's Baubles, and I'm so excited to be bringing you an unboxing video. I am super excited about this video because I haven't done an unboxing video for quite some time. I was fortunate enough that my sister Denise, who's my little baby sister, we're about 9 years apart, who lives out in Texas, she sent over a package with a couple of things for my brother who's visiting from Puerto Rico. And in there was some stuff for me. And I was super excited because I wasn't really expecting anything. So I'm gonna open up that jewels in front of you, and I hope that you enjoy it. So let's just get this video started. I am so excited about opening this up. I really am. So let's see what we have here. So here is an interesting brooch. This brooch has a cloud motif with some airplanes. This is a JJ brooch. It's marked on the back of each and every one of these charms. Yeah, and it has airplanes and a hot air balloon. And she writes, this is a sentimental piece. Airplanes, my USAF career. She's retired from the US Air Force. Helicopter, which is Kevin's job, that's my nephew's job in the US Marine Corps. The balloon is your enjoyment of travel and sense of adventure. And I would even go as far as to say that the clouds represent my dreams and desires, and how sometimes I feel like my head up is in the clouds. So this is such a fabulous sentimental piece. I always tell you guys how important it is to buy pieces that are inspirational, that tell a story, and this certainly tells a story. Thanks, sis. This is beautiful and very, very thoughtful. This is time and copper. Both have healing properties. That's right. This right here, oh, okay, it's like a watch face that's on a brass or copper cuff. This is a copper cuff. And I did a video on the health benefits of copper. You guys should check it out. It's one of my most watched videos. It's the healing properties of copper. I'll put the link down below. And look at this. I love this. This kind of has that steampunk feel to it. And I love it. I think it's great. Yeah, this is super, super trendy, super cool, and it's almost like, you know, you're being a rock star. And we have this piece here. Let me take a look at it. She paid $1 for this piece. It's a little tangled up on top, but what I can see here, wow, okay, these are Job's tears and a nut. Oh, I love the way this nut is covered in this casing. That's really, really interesting. And there's some bark in here, and even some cloves and different types of seeds. Oh, here's another different type of seed. Job's tears. I did a video once that contained Job's tears. And what I learned about Job's tears is that these look like tears. And it's biblical, and a lot of times rosaries are made with Job's tears, and they're made with these like blades of grass. They have these seeds and you can harvest them, and I actually had a friend who was a botanist who harvested these Job's tears for me and made me a custom made necklace for me and my daughter, which I had in that video. And they usually have, like, when you see necklaces like this with seeds, they're usually healing properties that come with these. And that's what they say about Job's tears. It's supposed to remind you of the biblical sense of Jesus and crying. And I love the idea of the clove, and you can still smell the cloves. And cloves remind me of the fall and making orange tea with cloves in it. I love that. And we used to put cloves in oranges and let it dry up, and it has that beautiful pomegranate, something like that. Let's see what we have here. All right. Oh, this is a set. Okay. Oh, this is 2 sets. You wear it, I guess, like this, right? I believe, yeah. Okay. All right, I know what these are. These are Tagua nuts. And I also did a video that featured Tagua nuts, and they're considered the vegan ivory. So instead of harvesting ivory from animals, you harvest these from plants. And if I can remember, it comes from like a palm tree, and the palm tree takes about 15 years to grow. And once it grows, you can get maybe about 100 of these seeds that come in these like pods, and you take the seeds out and they make jewelry, little statues, little trinkets, and it has the properties and the look of ivory, and that is why they call it vegan ivory, because it comes from a plant. Almost an African or an Indian feel to it, really bohemian, hippy drippy sort of, and it's fabulous, fabulous. So much love, and so is spelled S-E-W. It's my sister's name, Denise, so she specifically made this jewelry pouch for me to have, and it's really comes in handy when you're traveling and doing weekend trips, because I'm always bringing jewelry when I travel. I can't travel without jewelry. So let's see what we have here in this wonderful pouch. Love it. This is from J. Crew, and it's made in Italy, and it's like lucite, and it's in that wine burgundy color. And believe it or not, I have the matching cuff to these earrings, and these are not vintage. These are, I think they're still, J. Crew might still be selling these. Love it, love it, love it. And we have here what looks like, let's see if there's a name in the back of it. Oh yeah, there is a name. Monaso. Monaso with M-O-N-A-S-O. And it's pretty much enamel earrings, probably from the 80s. Interesting design, and it has almost like a goulash effect, which was made very famous by Fabergé. They did the most amazing enamel pieces, and what they do was they engine turned the metal and created a design underneath on the metal, and then they overlay some enamel on top of that that's sort of translucent, so you can see through and see some of the design that are on the metal, and it has this amazing effect. And in this case, there's tiny little stars in the metal, and with this light enameling, and it's really stunningly beautiful, and I love it. Very 80s. Here is another piece. Let me take a look at this. I have to inspect the pieces a little bit. Okay, is it marked? I don't see a mark on this. This looks like it was a one-of-a-kind, hand-forged piece, if I could say so. It has multi-metal media on here. You can see the brass, the stainless steel, and the copper, and it has this interesting motif on it. I don't know what it symbolizes, but necklaces like this were very popular in the 70s with the counterculture group, and the people who were anti, mass-made machine objects, they hand forged these pieces themselves. They crafted them with their hands. They were artisans, they were artists, and they took scraps of metal and they created these jewelry that's just really stunningly beautiful. And I love the pieces like this. I mean, I absolutely adore them. Take a look at that. Super beautiful, isn't it? Love pieces like this. And this is, like I say, are pieces that you can wear with a white t-shirt and put that on, and just, you look kind of like a funky rock star, you know. You don't take yourself too seriously, but you're artistic and you're cool. Love it. This is a fun piece because of the articulation. Anytime you have pieces that move, that's like my tops. You know, you wear this and you can see a shimmer and it catches somebody's eyes. This does not have a brand attached to it, even though it's very good quality made metal, shiny. I would probably say 80s or 90s, and again, there's no name brand, but it's a highly versatile piece. Oh my gosh, here we have, okay, I gotta inspect it. This looks like something from Africa. What I love about this is that it uses material that you find in a jungle. So what we have here is these little pieces here are all made with coconut shells. So they're like little tiny coconut circles. And then these are wooden pieces of wood that they carved into this sort of shape here. This here is a seed, a beautiful seed which they put some carvings into, drilled a hole, and this here is a wooden round bead that they hand painted. And oh my gosh, this here is bovine bone that they stained in red. So and here you have what is probably either a rhino or an elephant that they hand painted. So this necklace is comprised of coconut, seeds, wood, bone, and a little piece of metal for the clasp. And it's just a wonderful piece. And look how lovely it looks. It sort of reminds me of Iris Apfel, who I talk about quite often because she really is my style icon. So isn't this fabulous? Then we have here a metal brooch that's very well made, thick metal that won't bend or break so easily. It's not marked at all. It has this rhinestone that's glued in. It's just a really versatile, nice little piece. Take a look at that. We have this sort of really interesting sort of piece here. It kind of reminds me of a piece of steak for some reason, probably because of the red and the white and the shape of it. And this piece here is by Meg Hannon, Hannan, from Rag Sky Art Studio. So this is an artist piece and it's marked. And it's one of those pieces that you really should keep the card with the piece so that people can tell what it is. And it's from Seattle, Washington, and originally went for $14, and now they were selling it for $1.50, which is sort of very nominal compared to the original price. Last, as far as the jewelry is concerned, is this piece here. And wow, okay, can you see that? This is, she writes, this reminds me of Pop's horse tattoo and a sentimental piece. My dad had 2 swallows on his chest, 2 birds, and on his arms he had the horses, and my father was known for his horses. He raised them, he loved them. His dream, as when we lived in the Bronx, was to have his finca, his farm, and to have his horses. And he actually made his dream come true when he moved back to Puerto Rico and had several different horses. One was called Paloma, the other is called Canela, and the last was called Mahogany. And he adored and loved these horses very much. I think I got my love for animals from my father. And yeah, this really is a very sentimental piece, one that I'll keep in my collection forever. And even though I have lots and lots of beautiful, expensive jewelry, it's pieces that like this that I think about the most and adore and love the most. So thanks, sis. Really special. Thank you. I didn't realize she wrote this letter in here about this piece here. And she writes, Jackie, time heals the aching heart. Copper heals the aching body. XOXOXO, Denise. And that's so true because as some of you know, I lost my partner in December. You know, I'm still in the grieving process, so it's, she was very thoughtful when she wrote that note to tell me about aching hearts and healing. And so thanks so much, sis. It means the world to me. It really does. I also included a beautiful tablecloth that I found. I thought that each of the embroidery figures reminded me of our great-grandmother, Milagros. These resembled how her life was like as una jíbara en los montes. I am confident that you will find a creative way to display the rather unique piece. I hope you will like it and that it gives you fond memories for years to come. By the way, I dubbed it El Mantel de Doña Milagros. This is Milagros, our great-grandmother's table cloth. And it's just a stunning piece. And each one of these ladies represents, you know, my grandmother in her farm and how she would cultivate her garden, because that's how she ate her food. She grew her own food and ate it. And she would go down to the well because she didn't have running water in her house. And she would go to the well and get water. And she would harvest things in her basket. So this is her carrying a basket. And this is her carrying a basket in her head. And I'm not sure if she did that, but I can totally see her do that. And yeah, this tablecloth looked like someone hand stitched it, and it's just stunning. It's stunning. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This is really an heirloom piece that I will cherish for the rest of my life. So sis, thank you for this thoughtfulness. This is really an incredible gift that I will cherish for sure. So thoughtful. I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words because my heart is just full with a lot of appreciation for your thoughtfulness. So thank you. That's it for this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. See you soon at my next video. So ciao. Hit the like button if you like my content. And if you're not already a subscriber, be one. And I answer all my comments, so leave me a comment. Ciao.